Hi guys, welcome back to the workshop. This video is quite possibly just going to be like an update video. We're at the time of filming, we're not long back from holiday. We've had a bit of a mad 3 weeks, to be honest. If you've been around for a little while, and certainly the last few videos, you would have seen the Wood Springs video. If I remember, I'll put them up in the corner. You've seen the Wood Springs video. That was 3 weeks ago, nearly 4 weeks ago.
The video wouldn't have gone up then.
At the time, relative to the time of filming, it was about 4 weeks ago that we went to Wood Springs. We got home from Wood Springs on the Monday, and then went away on a holiday on the Friday, which was down to Sussex, my parents. While we were down there, we did actually manage to get some flying in. Quite a bit of flying, really, given how long we were there for. As in, we were only at the field for what?
4 or 5 hours.
Probably 4 hours, to be honest, of usable flying time. And there's a video that was taken by my nephew of me and Ewan test flying the Mini Delta 2000. That aeroplane in that video was the very first prototype kit of the Mini Delta. The second prototype kit is in a box up there, which I do want to get on with and get built, because over there in that corner I've got a very powerful engine waiting to go in it. If you've seen the video, you'll probably be able to hear that the engine just wasn't running right. It was a OS 46. Yeah, I think it was OS 46 AX. Had a pipe on it, but it just wasn't
going.
Yeah, we couldn't get it to run right. But it was more than powerful enough to fly the airframe. I could just feel when flying it, I don't know about you, but I could feel that the airframe wanted to go more. It just wanted to accelerate, but couldn't because the engine was holding it back. And it was really stable as well. So
it was also nose heavy.
It was nose heavy, yeah. Which could in itself be beneficial to make it more stable, but for landing we just lost that.
Yeah, we ran out of elevator.
Yeah, we ran out of elevator on the landings. I can't remember. It was me flying it in the video, wasn't it? You flew afterwards.
I flew after.
And we both found exactly the same thing. Right at the end where you want to flare, you just run out of elevator. Luckily with me, I was like 6 inches off the deck and it just skidded along the deck. With you, you were a little bit higher, weren't you? And you plopped it down in the long grass just for the end of the runway. So we want to get our next one built, and once we're happy with it, we want to get those kits out to you guys. So we've been on holiday, we're now back, but there's now not that long before I go away to work again, and this could be a long trip away. So I'm already going to say now there might be a long period of no videos, which I can only apologise for. We have got a few that are nearing finished videos, that is, and we're going to try and film as much as we can before I go away. But just to bring up to speed with where we are, what we've actually been doing, one of the videos that a lot of people have commented on to me outside of YouTube is the Cambria, the Funfighter comparison videos, which I think the only videos that have gone up so far is the introduction and the instructions.
And an unboxing.
Yeah, but that was part of the introduction, I think.
Can't remember.
So we want to get on with them, because there's a lot of people
wanting to see the videos.
Yeah, there's a lot of people wanting to know that information. There's also another reason for doing them that I've heard through the grapevine, but that's rumours at the moment. So we want to get on with them, but we've got a few things that we need to clear the decks with first. We've got another Mirus being finished. Another Mirus part built. That's the 25. The wing is over there, getting filled at the moment. While I'm away at work, you're going to build another Mirus 25, but for electric, because we've got the motors and speed controls and everything. So we need to sort that out. But also we've got some more things. This, I'm actually not going to move it too much because that's actually epoxying in there just now. This is the 1.5 meter thing. This is the powered one. That set of wings there is going to be the glider version. And this is a new powered 1 meter.
That was finished built about a year ago.
Yeah, it was built a long time ago, but we just never got around to finishing it because we had the other one already going. So we're finishing this one off just now so that we can almost retire that one and have this one. You might well be able to see there's a resemblance in the colour schemes between that and something else, and that is intentional. And you'll probably see going forwards the resemblance of that scheme echoing through a lot of different aeroplanes.
Quite possibly this one.
Quite possibly that one, yeah. So the things are happening. What was the other? Oh, the Starjets. I've got 3 Starjet prototypes to put together. One of which I'm looking at up there. The other 2 are
At the bottom of that pile.
over there, underneath that pile of kits. So the Starjets are to be done. I've got a 2 meter thing part built up there, which again I think I actually started videoing in a couple of years ago, but then I put it right to the side because of various reasons. But I want to get that worked on now that I'm seeing these come together. I don't think the 2 meter thing will become a kit straight away, simply because it's bigger than this bench and it's a 1-piece wing. The only thing that comes off it are the removable wingtips. So it's a big thing. What?
Nothing.
So I'd like to get that worked on. In other news, the Ocean Breeze kits are very close. This morning I was actually out at the printers getting the plans done for the first batch. There's a pre-production kit here which is going out to a friend of mine. I need to order boxes to put the kits in, and I think that is everything for them. So the Ocean Breeze, if you're not sure what I'm on about, it's a 2-channel slope soarer vintage styled model. You can't see it because it's all up in the loft up here just now.
And it's got sleeves on it.
Yeah, and as you says, there's sleeves on it to protect it. Very lightweight, designed by John Woodfield. Go and have a look on YouTube. Just put in John Woodfield Ocean Breeze. Those kits will be available very soon. I'm hoping to have them available ready before I go away to work. If not, it'll be when I get back from work. The next bit of news on that, or following that, is that myself and John have been speaking about a slightly smaller version of the Ocean Breeze, which is penciled in as the
Sea Breeze.
So the Ocean Breeze is 88-inch span, and the Sea Breeze is going to be 2/3 the size. I think it's 62-inch span.
So what, 4XL sort of size?
No, it's a bit smaller. It's a bit smaller than that. Anyway, it's a 2/3 size. The reason why we're looking at that is because it's a bit more manageable. The 1-piece wing of the Ocean Breeze, albeit it's easy and big, it's big, and that is the problem. It's 1 piece, awkward to transport, awkward to store. So we're looking at a slightly smaller one that has the same flying characteristics as the bigger one, but it's a bit more compact, a bit easier to transport, still just as fun. And we're also looking at electrifying it with a small electric motor in the front so people can build it, have the enjoyment of building it, but fly off the flat field. So that's what's been worked on there. We've spoken about the Mini Delta.
Yes.
We have in this box here, I don't think I've mentioned it before, I might have done. There's another design in there that is from the scratch, from the drawing board, scratched. No, let me start that again. Fresh from the drawing board. It's my own design. I've taken elements of other models that I like, and I've put it into one aeroplane. I don't know how well it's going to fly.
Might not.
It might not, but there's no reason why it shouldn't. I'm handing that over to Ewan to finish while I'm away, if he wants to do it. Because really it's at the stage now of covering and finishing, and then we can test fly it.
Can have a lot of test flying to do in your bag.
Yeah. There's a lot of things with that which I can see being changed if it's to become a kit, but it's going to depend on how well it flies, I think, and what it's like. If it flies well enough that we're happy with it, I'll pass the transmitter around to a few people and see what they think. And then from there it might become a kit. I can't remember what span it is, 50, 60 inch maybe, I can't remember. Electric. It's designed to take the same electric power plants that we're using in the blobs, the thing, what we will be using in the Ace, 3S 2200s.
Standard size.
Bog standard gear that most people have got.
If you've not got it, it's cheap to buy.
Yeah. I am also, on that note, looking into ways and means of being able to supply electric motors, ESCs, excuse me, possibly batteries as well as like package deals with kits. It's very early stages just now, but it's something I am looking at and speaking to various different suppliers about, which might make it easier for people to say, right, I want the whole thing, that's the deal price, there's your kit, there's your motor package, servos, whatever. There's even a small possibility we might be able to order supply radio as well. But again, this is sort of off in the distance, next year, maybe in the year after. What else has been happening? What else is going on? Right, so back to these things. There will be a separate video on this. This is SH15. I've been looking for 15 glow engines for a little while because all of the SAS powered models were built and designed around an OS15 FP back in the 80s. They fly brilliantly on a 15. A lot of people have got 15s, but a lot of people don't. Until recently, ASP and SE engines were producing 15s. They now seem to be rarer than rocking horse poo. Someone said that the SC factory burnt down. I think it's more a case of the market has fallen out of glow engines. But then I found that here in the UK, Just Engines are selling SH engines and they look pretty good. 78 quid, plus a bit for postage. I can't remember how much postage was.
Say 80 quid.
Let's say round figures, 80 quid. Compare that if you can get one to an OS 15 just now at 120 something, 125 quid. That seems like a good deal if it's a good engine. So what we're going to do is we're going to do like an unboxing, videoing, review, running of it. And that is going to be going in that eventually. So that's the engine. Again, I'm trying to see if I can get different engines and say to people, look, this is what we've tested, this works, go and buy it from there. Or possibly we can supply it. I've mentioned the Star Jets, they're coming, they're going to be done. Cambrian, I can't think off the top of my head, video-wise, what we're going to be filming. We want to get out more and more flying, if nothing else. I don't know if you guys prefer workshop stuff or flying stuff or whatever. I certainly see that we get more views and people watch time from workshop stuff than flying. But I think it's important if we build something to go and fly it.
And also if we've got test flights of certain things.
Yeah. I've just thought, have we mentioned all the other things that you've bought recently?
No.
Okay.
Got ready to go.
Yeah, so how can I say this? When I was away at work, you saw a video where Ewan surprised me with, where is it?
What?
the Cossack, not the Cossack, the Rob Puma that's up there, which we still haven't flown yet, have we?
No. It's ready to go.
Yeah. So he took that upon himself to build it, finish it, whatever. I actually went and looked for the video or the footage that I did before I lost the plot with it, and it's gone. I can't find it. So he's done that. That's ready to fly. He's also taken it upon himself to get his Glenn's cap down that was up in the loft for a while, and that is just about ready to go as well.
Yeah.
Now, the story behind that was that a few years ago now, I'm going to have to change hands, my arm's getting sore. A few years ago now, a good friend of ours, flying friend of ours, saw Ewan flying, and Ewan was mentioning that he'd love to get into 3D and all that sort of freestyle aerobatics. And Paul, if you're watching this, he's still eternally grateful. Paul said, I've got an airplane you might like, which is that one. And Ewan was gifted the airplane.
Not just aeroplane. Got the engine with it, everything apart from servos and battery in the airframe, just about ready to go.
Well, you have changed a few things out, haven't you?
Yeah.
You found a couple of servos that were a bit duff.
Also did changed covering on the tailplane just because it was holy.
Well, most of it was falling off, wasn't it?
Yeah, falling off and holy. And just got covering stuck back down. Still not done all of it yet. But
There's still a lot that he has done already.
yeah, cool. Still needs glued back together. But
Yeah. We have got a spinner for it, which came with it, but we haven't got the correct bolt for the prop with the central.
whole prop bolt, not one or two.
Yeah, so it can take a bolt for the spinner. We haven't got one of those bolts that we were aware of. We might have, because I know I've got a Sonoma 62 down there that might well have the bolt we need for that. It might have the threaded inset. If you can hear it in the background, I do apologise for the cats fighting outside. Yes, those cats. Now, where was I leading to with that?
The slightly bigger thing that's on the floor.
Oh, yeah! So, just down here, we have a whacking great big aeroplane that we can't fit anywhere else in the workshop. Here's a Hang 9 beast. And it's his. It's not mine, it's his. There's also a hole up... Well, no, there isn't even a hole there now. There was a hole above my head in the loft where Ewan had an aeroplane which he then sold to part fund this.
Oh, yeah.
But this was a deal that we couldn't pass.
For everything that there is in it.
Yeah, so it's basically add, again, receiver and batteries. It's got a ZDZ80 RVJ. I can't even remember what the servos are, but they're half decent, or they're actually very decent
they're
high-tech
very
servos.
decent.
They're the 7955 TGs, I think.
Sounds right.
They're 100 quid a servo or something daft.
160 servo.
No, they're not that much.
No, they were 160 servo, because I can remember thinking, I need to buy 3 of these and it's nearly 400 quid.
Okay, so the point being is Ewan's got a very good aeroplane there for not much money. I don't really want to put a figure on it, but it's not much money. We then saw a very well-renowned trader on Facebook
Yeah.
selling an identical airframe, slightly different engine, for over double what Ewan paid for this one. And even that trader who I spoke to about it said he thought his price was cheap. So Ewan has got a very good bargain out of this. But at the moment, that is going to live down there out of the way. He's going to get used to flying a bigger airplane with a cap, as well as flying more of the farmyard. And his stomp, which is still hasn't found a home for that yet. Because our strip's quite narrow and tight. It's going to be practicing before we've got something properly big that needs even a bit more space to fly well.
And even if it noses over, it might end in tears.
Or if it noses over and breaks something, there is going to be tears, because that's 160 odd quid's worth of prop. So yeah, lots of things going on. lots of things to do. Tell us what you want to see. Tell us what you want filmed. Tell us what you would like us to see doing. I know what I like watching. I know what I like filming. I know what I like doing out here. But it's what do you want to see? I don't want to spend hours videoing something
that's not going to get watched.
that you're not going to enjoy.
No, what we want you to see is fly more petrol models next year and the rest of this year.
Well, yeah. Yeah, we do want to get out and do more flying, more building. You're enjoying building.
Yeah.
And to an extent, lesser or greater extent, you're enjoying filming yourself doing that.
Yeah.
Your confidence is slowly building, isn't it? Yeah, you're getting more confident being on camera talking about it.
I don't know, because it's you that's deciding if it's confident or not.
Is his confidence getting better on camera? Do you want to see more of Ewan filming stuff that he's doing? I ask because he's been out here since we got back from holiday. He's been out here every night building something.
And finishing.
And finishing, covering, whatever. Do you want to see what he's doing? Do you want to see all these little intricacies of a 14-year-old building model aeroplanes and then going and flying them?
And then building more of them because I can't get enough of it.
Yeah, a 14-year-old addict, modelling addict. Because that's what you are, aren't you? You know, you don't get very... The apple doesn't fall very far from the tree, and I'm an addict. This is my addiction. Yeah, so that's just about where we are. We do hope to have more videos coming. There could be... As I said, there could be a long period where there aren't videos. For that, I can only apologise. But we are going to film as much as we can that we think suitable. I've just seen 2 electric motors that I forgot I had.
I've just seen a kit that I forgot we had.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen that as well.
Yeah.
So the brainwave he's just had is, I could build that when Dad's away at work. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, that if he does, if you do build that, which you guys probably can't see what that is, if you do build that, I want you to film you building that.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, you lot will enjoy seeing that.
I think that design's about 100 years old.
No, it's not.
The style of model is.
Yeah, the style of model. But anyway, we've also got a lot of different engine options for that. The one option we're not going to have for that is electric.
Yeah, no.
We will need to figure out what we're doing for radio in that. Because I'm not sure how other people have done it, as in what size servos and stuff.
I think I can't remember.
You think you can't remember?
I think, but I can't remember, is that it was the person that watched it was just small servos, not quite 9 gram, but not standard, somewhere in between.
Yeah, we could use 9 gram servos.
Yeah. Just not the blue tap ones.
The other thing I have just thought of, which we could do, which could be good content for you, up there, see that red one with the yellow prop?
Yep.
That just needs a small receiver in it and a battery.
See the slightly bigger red one with an orange, yellow prop?
Yeah.
What about that one?
No, I'm talking about that one.
Yeah.
Because that's got servos in it and everything. That one's got nothing in it. That could be something to repair and film and whatnot.
One thing I was thinking of is for when you're back.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you. You wanted to get your novice finished as well.
Yeah.
So, as I said to you, I said to him, he needs to write down all these things that he could be doing when I'm away. So he's got a list of things to work through. But have you done that?
No, because
Right.
what I'm going to do is come in here, look up, yeah, let's do that today.
But there might be other things which I have said to you, why don't you do that? Because that might be better to get done first so we can... Right, anyway.
One thing that I was thinking of for when you're back is doing the Genesis.
Yeah. Yeah, so I honestly don't think I filmed that, but if I did, that model is
The newest
and lots of years old.
The newest video I can find on YouTube of that model flying is 16 years ago. No, like not that actual model, like that kit model.
That design.
Yeah.
So that's the LMA Genesis that was produced by Bel Air I don't know if they still produce it. I bought that as a birthday present to myself at Elvington. Might have even been Woodvale. Christ, that's a long time ago. Last time we were at Woodvale, you were still in a pushchair.
I was about that height.
Anyway, that's a lot of years old. But the only thing that's been done to it is the fuselage has been framed up. We've still got the wings to make, tailplane, fin, everything else. So if you'd like to see that sort of build done, that's great. We can do that. But you need let us know.
Basically, a farmyard's build. Again, it's the same sort of thing.
Yeah. If anything, it's going to be slightly different because I know there's modifications we need to do to it to make it better.
Yeah. Flappy, that's a bit big.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's, as I said, this is meant to be a brief update, but it seems to be dragging into a long update.
And what yous want to see done.
Use. Yeah. That is the Scottish-ism if ever I heard one. Yeah, let us know what you'd like to see. So Ewan's got a couple of videos that just need final bits done to it.
Yeah.
One of which will probably be done sooner rather than later. The other one we've got to figure out what we've got to do to it.
Yeah, that one needs covering on the wing. Retracts.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, it needs covering on the wing. Retracts checked by you because I'm not happy with them.
Okay.
And a bit of covering on the tailplane from where I needed to cut a bit out.
Okay, we're talking about Ewan's hanging eye Mustang that's hanging up there.
There's a bit of covering that he's done there on the other side. Like, along there but on the bottom.
Okay.
Because that's where I cut a bit out to dribble epoxy into.
Okay. So yeah, as I said, plenty going on. I'm actually just looking around to see what else there is that's going on.
Oh, we've got the Cossack.
Do you know, somebody was... What about the Cossack?
That's a really bad camera angle.
What about the Cossack?
It's another thing we can get.
Yeah, it's another thing that you could work on. Cossack is it was the design that taught me how to use AutoCAD. 2 years that model took. That design took to produce to a stage where I could get it laser cut.
We've got 3 of them in a box up there.
2.
So it's 3.
No, it's 2. I can see from here it's 2.
I can.
There's 4 fuselage sides there.
I thought.
Anyway,
Yeah, never mind.
that design will never be a kit because there's too many issues with it. But 3 people, well-respected pilots, have flown an incarnation of that aeroplane and have all said that is a great aeroplane and it's better than this, it's better than that, it's better than this other one. You should do that as a kit. So what we're going to look at, again, over a period of time, it's not going to happen quickly, is to help Ewan learn about designing, is redesign that aeroplane using the wing, using the general proportions of the fuselage, tail, everything else, and make an aeroplane that is a good sport aeroplane. That can be electric, it can be IC, and it will also have a bigger brother that will take a 20 to 30cc petrol. Because there is a gap in the market for that, I think, for the bigger one anyway. To have an easy build sport petrol model.
Because the model that was that, the factory burnt down for it.
Yeah, so there's 2 factories that we know of that have burnt down in the Far East. There's also problems with the suppliers of those models. If you can read between the lines, you know which models we're talking about. So we do want to do something that's a kit that someone can build something of a good size.
But can fly anywhere.
Yeah. So it's probably going to be high wing. It's probably going to be 70-inch-ish. 68, 70-inch wingspan.
Maybe 2-piece wing.
It will be 2-piece wing, yeah. And it's going to be easy to build. So that anybody can build it.
All laser cut.
It'll be all laser cut, all built up. Ply, foam, ply, balsa. There's going to be no foam in it because from a production point of view, foam wings are difficult, time consuming. So for something that size, having it all built up is going to be the way forwards. The one thing I haven't thought about yet is the undercarriage for that. But I have. What?
One of them.
Yeah, but I have got ideas for that, which I'll talk to you about later. It should be doable. So yeah, lots of things going on. And this is just the model side of things. We've got stuff going on outside of models. We've got my work that I've got to deal with. We've got the rest of the family we've got to spend time with. So this is what we're doing just now. Something else I'd like to do, and I think you'd like to do as well, is some more live streams. I do need to sort out the internet in here properly to do that, but that's not a great problem. It's doable. Yeah, that's certainly doable. But if you want to see that, let us know. Say yes, live streams, please. Also, what would you want to see in a live stream? I don't want to just be sat in front of the computer. I'd happily be building something with Ewan and just have you lot watching, and possibly even spend the whole day.
Yeah.
Just having a live stream going, and then you lot can see what we do in a day in the garage.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Why don't we just do a day in the garage live stream?
Yeah, of trying to do something useful.
That's what we usually do.
Yeah, if you like that idea, let us know. The other thing I'd like to try and do as well is I've got a Facebook group, but it's not active. There's no members. The link should be below. It's called the Friends of NGR Modelling. What I want to do is build a community in there of everything to do with NGR modelling. So if there's questions about the kits we supply, if there's questions about the videos, anything we can have a discussion about in there. Go and have a click on the link, go and join up. Yes, there's not much content there now, but that's where I want to put information. I want to be able to put, not a newsletter, but when kits are in stock, I'll put it in there. The reason for that is the newsletter on the website isn't working just now. And I don't know why. I can't get to the bottom of it. So there's a lot of people not getting information about what's happening with the kits. I want to be able to... Are we keeping you up?
Yeah.
I want to be able to get that information out to people. And I'm trying to find the best way of doing it. So if you could go and give us a click on that link, go and join the group. It'd be appreciated. But it seems like it's bedtime for Ewan, even though it's probably only 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I think it's near 3.
But from us two here in the workshop, and until the next video, we'll see you again later.
Bye.